Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I am here today with a really fun project that I think you will all enjoy. I think, because I certainly did. So before I say anything else, a special thank you to all of those of you who are my friends and returning viewers and subscribers and commenters. I appreciate you very, very much. And for all of those who are joining the family, I am so glad that you are here. So thank you for taking the time to subscribe. So now, if you don't have any, now would be the time to hit pause. But don't hit pause until I tell you what you're going to need. You're essentially going to need something to cut with. And you're going to need some glue, maybe some ink if you want to use that. And a pencil if you are so inclined. Now, I'm going to show you what one morning of sitting, having my coffee with Dave, as we were watching whatever he chose on television on a Sunday morning, and I needed something to do. Well, I have these file folders, so you're going to need file folder as well. Now, you can have any kind of file folder. They can be colored file folders. It does not matter. The files that I had are all kind of different sized because these I am trying to save the world, one file folder at a time. And these are from our dental office. Now, normally they would have a strip here and it would have numbers and it would have information, patient information. You can't be on there, so you have to cut them all off. So when they've been cut off, painstakingly by me, and shredded, each of them, some of them have other things on them, so some are shorter than the others. The one that I used as a template, look at how different it is. It's way taller. So I hesitate to give you any dimensions, but for the sake of the one piece that I'm going to show you first, I will show you and you can do with it what you wish. But the other thing about my file folders that I used for this project, and I have 100 of these at least, is that they all, they were so that they sat on in the file and you could see, the number that was on the side. So they were all angled. So every one of mine is angled like that. It doesn't matter if you have one like that or not. Well, what happened was... I'm just going to lay this out. I don't even know if it will all fit on the screen. Will it? Hang on. Let me hop up here. Yep, it does. Okay, I'll tell you how long this piece is if you really want to use this as a template. Now, yours would probably have a square. This piece of file folder, including the center. Okay, we got 12. Oh, gosh. 19 inches long, all of it, just for your benefit if you want to note it. And this particular one is by 10. Now, like I said, this one's taller and it's shorter. This one's longer, but for this one, 19 by 10. So what I did is I just sat there, sipping my coffee and thinking, okay, challenge, Ange, how much stuff can I get out of this one file folder? What I ended up with is, for this particular one, getting 8+ pieces. Now, how did I figure this out? Don't even ask me. I just started playing around with it, and I was like, okay, if I do this, and I do this, and I do that, I will end up with something that is resembling something cool that I could just make one big set. All of those are my bases. That's all I'm doing. And then I'll cover them and make them pretty later, right? So let me put this aside for a moment. I'll show you what my first template unearthed. It's the same as what we've got right here. So I did 2 of them that were exactly the same. Now, this little girl, she has to go on somewhere because I think that those colors match perfectly. So what I ended up with is a fold in half folder. I ended up with a pocket here. This is not part of that. It just matched. Here, let's not get any extras. This tag. I'm looking to see if that, yep, this belly band, this tag, this pocket, which is one piece and folded up. This did not go in there. And these two journal cards or tags. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces out of that one file folder. And then I added all these extra little things, which if we have time, we will put her on somewhere so she can join the party. I was just going to cut her out and put her on one of these tags, I think. Okay, so that is what we're going to start with making. Barring that I can remember how I did it. But I think what I did for the sake of this project, I hope I did. And I would not suggest you looking too much at my notes because they're a little discombobulated, but that's par for the course. Okay. So see, this is a different size, but basically I cut it at the seam and then I just scored it right there. I don't think I actually, scored it. I think I just folded it in half. So I'm just going to put these kind of out here where this, oh, this one was here. But see, again, my piece of paper that I was using was larger. And this was here. That was there. And then this one was there. So that one's a little longer. And then these two were tags. Now, granted, this piece is not the same, right? One of these things is not like the other. But you kind of get the gist. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort of-ish do the same thing on this one doesn't have anything. I'm going to move this aside. I'm going to leave this here because, you know, there could be a chance that I might forget what I'm doing, but we're going to grab this one and we're going to lay it out. Oh, that one looks kind of crappy. There's ink or something on it. What I did is I started with cutting this. We got kind of a junky folder. It's got some stains on it, but that's okay. We'll cover it. I just cut this down. Now, this I made at 6.5. There we go. There we go. I cut it at 6.5. But, you know, think about what your, the majority of the types of journals you do. I can go a little bit longer in some of mine because I do a lot of binder journals. I do a lot of like large journals. And this ends up being 10. It should be about 10. Oh, this one's 11. I'm going to cut this down to 10 1/4. Just because it's just a little bit bigger. I don't know. But now we have that extra piece. We can do something with that. That's what my last one was. So there you go. The folder is just kind of nice and neat. See, I just folded it in half just like that. Then I took this one and made 2 tags. So this is 11 inches. So I think I want them at different heights. So let's make a 5-inch tag and then one that's just a little bit bigger. So now I have my folder and I have 2 tags, and then I have this extra piece that on this particular one we cut off for whatever reason. Okay. Now on the left side, I did 4.5, but I only went down. Did I cut these? I'm trying to remember if I cut them. No. 4.5. I'm just going to come down there, and then I did 6.5. Oh, stop the insanity. I got it right. All right. That's amazing. All right. So this was my left side that we made a journal card out of. So now we got that next piece. Now we're going to cut this one at... I'm trying to think if I ended up... Now we're just going to cut this one right all the way down. No, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that the last time? Oh, I made this one at... I don't know why. I made it at 4... I need to do it this way. 4 3/8. 4 3/8, that's a little over 1/4. Except I cut this piece off. I'm trying to figure out. See, this is different than the other ones I did. Well, that's throwing a wrench in it. I think what I'm going to do, throwing caution to the wind, just because, I mean, it's a little bit bigger than the other ones, but this would have been right in the center. So, I mean, we were going to have one like that, right? So then we're going to go 4 3/8. Dang nabbit. Gotta do it this way. There we go. So I'm going to have some extra stuff. I don't know why. I could have just gone right here probably. Let's just do it. I mean, there's no one right or wrong way. There we go. This is going to be the piece, I think, if it fits. See, that's why I didn't do it that way. Well, this one. That one went. Okay. This one we'll make into a pocket. This is 6.5. The problem is that this piece was not the same size as the other piece. I don't know. How's that going to fit in there? It's not really. So I'm cutting this down. This isn't really going to plan. But that's kind of my point, is that I got so carried away, every single thing then ended up being different. All right. So we're kind of getting there on the same. Okay, so let's just say this one was, I pulled it down here. And I simply, oh, you don't want it going that way. Fold it in half. Now, this one I'm going to have to cut down a little bit. And I think I did have to do that every so often on some of these. I mean, it was just a template, and then I kind of rolled with it. And because, like yours, probably if you do one template and you have pieces that are all the same, then you're never going to have to worry about it. You can just cut them all out, make one template and cut them all out the same way. I don't have that luxury because every single one of mine are a little bit different. So now we've got this, and we've got this, and we have another one that will go across here, but now it doesn't go as far because I goofed up. Well, you know, we could really solve this problem. You know that? There's always a solution, isn't there? Let's just whack this off, and now we problemo solved on all accounts. The point of this video is not to be giving you a tutorial on exactly how this template works. It is to show you that you can, with a little bit of playing around with stuff, create hundreds of different variations with your file folders. It's really that easy. And that's all I did. I sat there for a couple hours, maybe not a couple hours. I don't know, an hour or so. Probably a couple hours. And I just had a ball. I would just sat there. There we go. See? Problem solved. And just kept creating different designs. This one is not straight. Is it straight on this side? So, see, there's always an answer. Yes, I'm probably wasting some things, but that's okay. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and I'll tell you what, these won't go to waste. We'll make little tickets or stamps or something out of them. Okay, so now we essentially have our pocket on the front. Goes there. Then we can put a couple tags in there, like that. Put this, do we want to, did I put a punch in it? No, I just left it like that. And then we got a couple tags for in here. And that's all there was to it. Now, let's look at some of the other variations. And do I have more of these out here that we can just play with? I got so many made, I probably shouldn't make any more. But we'll keep that with our original. I do want to show you just like some of the other things that I did, and maybe we'll do a couple more. So here is, and I did mark on some of these what I, like this one, I cut off the little edge, and I just used every little piece. So this one, let's back up. This one I did the opposite way and a little bit larger, folds over, right? I've got 3 big tags and or journal cards in there. On this one, I did a smaller pocket and a belly band here, or this could be, you know, kind of a nameplate with a couple places for tags here. And then this, what was I doing with this one? I don't know. But I'm thinking, I don't know, because not all those will fit inside there. Maybe I was doing a journal card. I bet I did. Yeah. So this one, you know, you could choose to. You could also take one of our discarded pieces. Look at that. Pop that off right there. Give it a little zhuzh. I think I need to re-ink my... I haven't been doing a lot of distressing except for when I did this one the other day. And now this one can go right across here, and that's just a belly band. Ta-did. Oops, I did that upside down. There we go. All right, so now all of this can be decorated and used in, you know, if you have a theme or if you're going with a style, decorate all of these. Also, what a great Happy Mail piece. Whether you use all these pieces and just keep stuffing stuff in there, it's fabulous. It's cute. It looks pretty. Here is what one whole folder looked like on something totally different. This one, I used the whole folder all the way from one end to the other. And I just kept folding. So it looks like this. I just folded and folded and folded. And this is the bottom part of that folder. And then on this one, I did the very same thing. And imagine, I mean, you could make this into a tag if you wanted and make it look like the tag. Fold it, fold it, fold it. I didn't fold this down real well so you can kind of see it like that. Decorate each one. You have tons of journaling space. You could put this, you could wrap, you know, part of it around a page and have it pull out. You could make this a pocket in the back, you know, flip it this way. And then put this as a pocket and just use some kind of device to paper clip it together, and then voila, you have 2 sides of all kinds of journaling fun that you can just fold in and out and in and out. One folder, all of that. All I did was cut the piece of paper in half. Literally cut the piece of paper in half and then started folding. And it was fun. Let's see, that's not going to work. Here's another one. Oh, let me just move these in there. This one is, I had to write down what I did with them. This is the whole folder, a pocket pullout. Okay. So I probably, this, I used the whole page again. Pocket back here, pocket here. And then this either goes like this, or you could pocket, pocket, and you could pocket it all up, this whole thing right on your page. And then the top, which was what was left, is another one of those. Fold in, fold out. And once, I'm telling you guys, once you get started doing one, you will, the possibilities are endless. And you're like, oh, I could do this. And oh, I've got this. And the challenge then, for me anyway, became, all right, how many things can I get out of this? I'm not wasting a bit of it. And if I had to trim here or trim there like we did in the last one, what can I do with this? This one, this is the whole folder as well. Totally different. I must have taken that corner that was already cut, made it into a pocket. So I guess I could put that on there. What are you, little guy? Oh, this. These just folded in half. And this must have been on, this was on the edge. So is this. So I just cut this kind of off. So you could do something where this goes around a page. You could do it where this is a pocket, double pocket. You know, you could cut one of them down, or you could make it so this folds out and you can do something cool with it. You got tags, or you could use these as belly bands, more tags. I mean, look at all that. We'll do another one. I'm just showing you some of the examples. So let's see. I've used 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's that one that I colored up? 5. This one was just using the, left side only, right side only, right side only, left side only. So with the left side, I must have just cut them in half and did something different. So this one I made like a library pocket, 2 library pockets, 3 library pockets. Just the left side of the page. Okay. What'd I do with this one? What did I say? 3, 4, 5. So this will be 6 now. We're on to 6 file folders. What'd you do here, Ange? Oh, these I just made top pockets and tags. That's it. Simple. Simple, simple. And what do we do on the right side? On the right side, oh, look, I even got really crazy. I made a little baby one there. Oh, yeah. This one I folded, or I folded it. No, I guess I didn't. I cut it. And so we got pocket upon pocket. Tags. This one was a little long, so I left it. Because I might want to just use all of it. Like all of this on a page. And each one of these is tags. But now I have all these things I can decorate to suit my journal. Which here's why I kind of like this idea, guys. Because sometimes you're like, oh, now I got to make tags for this because I don't have anything on hand. But if you have all these bases with all of these options of what you can use it for, you can simply grab this, use whatever papers or ephemera that you've got, and your bases are already done. You don't have to worry about backing things and wasting a lot of time. So, you know, there's that. And then on this one, there's tiny little tuck, another one, and another one. So this would all, I could all be one piece. So I did that. And then I've got, I think all these are all tags, and then 3 tags. So really 4 tags out of that right side. So let me just say, let's see, 7, 8, 9, at least 9 folders. Well, 10 if you count the 11 if you count the templates. This one, I used the whole folder, and I just made it so it could be a tall, skinny. I have never done a journal like that, but this would fit in one of my larger binders with all kinds of, excuse me, tags and pockets. One piece. Could be a folio. Again, great happy mail. But all of these bases are all finished, and I have a bunch. And now I can just decorate away. So what we're going to do is we're going to decorate one of these. But first, and I hope that makes sense. Do you want to do another one? You want to do a really simple one? Let me see if I got another folder that's... So one of the other reasons that I was doing this is because I had all those folders, I have them stored upstairs. And so they were handy, and I was able to play along with them. Let's do, okay, here's what we will do. We'll just make this into, so this is how it went. But if we turn it this way, we can make one of those all the way across, and we'll just make it as a scoop to the loo. Okay, let's see. So we have to go at least there, just to give us a little bit of a lip where this ends. So let's just cut it here. And let's just say, let's fold this back onto itself. Bye-bye. All right, now we have choices. So we could, gosh, could we fold this again? That's going to get awfully thick, though, on a page. We could, and then we'd have one on one side and one on the other. Or, gosh, I almost feel like I may want to cut this off before I decorate it, but we'll see. Now, we could fold it in, which would be okay. Ugh. Yeah, that ledge on that one is kind of a pain. Now, what we got here, potentially, we have a pocket here. We have a pocket that could go on the back. We have another pocket right here, and we could have a side pocket here. Half a piece of paper. Now, what are we going to do with the other part? Well, let's say I need a plethora of, I need big journal cards is what I need. So I could, let's see, how long is it? It's going to be too long to just cut. I mean, okay, my iced tea's getting in the way. There we go. Sweet or unsweet tea? I'm an unsweet girl. Okay, it's 9.5. So let's go down to, I want to go to 7.5. Because some of them I need some pretty big tags. Okay, now I got an idea. So now we got this flappy thing here. We sure do. So let's make this at about 6. Still can be a journal card, but it can also be a notebook. Now we got this that we can make a pocket, we can make a tag, whatever. But now we have notepad. Put that in there with a little fun thing. Decorate that up. We could even put a pocket on the back, 'cause that would go there. Papers on top of it. Pretty here. Big journal card. And our flippy out pocket. I'm trying to... My goal is not to confuse you. My goal is to let your creativity guide you. And it is a file folder. If you mess it up, there is a solution. You saw me do it. My paper was not the same. Just keep playing. There's one more. I do want to paper clip it together because otherwise I'll be like, eh. And you know what? My ideas for what I came up with when I first did this are probably not going to be the ideas on how I use them. It just depends. Well, you're on a roll now, sister. You might as well use another one. Let's see. How about we use something that's... Do I have any more? This is the last full sheet that I got. Now, for the sake of this, guys, I'm going to cut this off. And that's probably why some of mine ended up being, you know, smaller. Because that's just really kind of annoying. That lip. We can still use it for something, but for this case, we're putting it in the recycle part. All right. What should we do? Let's just take it like this. Now, this is a pretty good... Okay, let's see. How long is that? It is 9.5. Okay, that's 9.5 inches long. So, I don't want my tags quite that long. I mean, there are some... I do have some in that big tea time journal that could warrant 9.5 inches. All right, we're doing it. Stop talking about it. All right, now... Let's just do these in different, kind of 3 different sizes. And we'll just see. I'm not measuring. No, I'm not. All right, so now I should have 3 different size tags. So those can go into one of my large journals. Now, truthfully, if I've got these big tags, I could... Let's see, how... I could make it like this. So I've got a little bit of a opening there. And just fold this down. So I could do 2 things. I could leave it how it is on a page. So I have a top pocket and then a tuck. I could make it into a folio for not a journal and just have fun with it. Or I could wrap it around another page. And I could, you know, slice this down on the same side. And now I have 2 pockets or tucks. Okay, you get the drift, right? Let's decorate something. We're going to decorate one of these, but first what we're going to do is we're going to put this beauty on here somewhere. So we'll cut her out. This is like fun vellum, so, you know, keep all you want. This was one of those that was in the scrapbook. This one wasn't glued down that bad, but those videos are for future thrift hauls. I am way ahead now, but you still got... I mean, I'm going to get rid of all that. I mean, hey, if you're doing a wedding journal, you got a shower gift and it says love mom. I don't know. But look how cute she is. So she needs to just go somewhere pretty. I kind of like her there. She's not going to work out there. Oh, girl, you're coming off. I wondered about that. The sticker was not... I wasn't feeling it when I put it on there, and I should have known better. Ooh. Get back down there. All right, so she could go here, which she looks pretty cute. But what do we got going on here? I don't like her on there very much. Okay. You go back home to your spot. And you go here. Oh, this, by the way, I just put the sticker on here. And then I took my X-Acto knife and cut it here and then pushed it down, if anybody's wondering. All right, you're going to go here. I don't think that... The only other place that may be okay, and I don't think she'd stick on there very well, this was an embossed piece of old vintage scrapbook or photo album page. And while generally it works pretty well, it didn't on that. and it cut through it. Ooh, I should have thought about this. Well, I don't know that that's... we better just go with this. I think I'm almost done with it. I think it was a 3-pack of this glue. Which, I mean, I don't hate it, but it's certainly not my favorite. It's from Dollar Tree, and I had to try it out just to see how it stood up. It will do in a pinch. Okay, that looks cute. I kind of like you right here, though. We're going to move you back here. Yeah? No? What I'm planning on doing is probably coming back and doing a few more of these. But my Your Creative Studio unboxing. Let's use one. Where's the one that I already zhuzhed? It's laying down here. Look at this pile. I mean, I am so happy about these. But the one thing I'm going to have to control myself is, you know, the purpose is now I have all of these pre-cut. They're ready to go. So I can say, oh, I need some pockets and tags for a journal. Grab one of these and go to town, right? But let's look at what we got. And let's consider... Oh my gosh, and I got these I love those. And let's consider what I've got for journals going on. Well, I've got all of the binder journals, but they're all pretty much done, and most of them were a little more retro. So this is more like a soft, sweet... Ta-da! I also promised you guys that I would do some of these with some of my magazines from the Fall Harvest Top. Okay, I feel like... Let's start here. Let's lay this out. All right, so we got... This is going to go across here, right? I kind of like it just like that, but we might put something across there. And the other thing that I found that I really kind of enjoyed about this, let's start with the large ones, that I really kind of enjoyed about this is once you put some things on it, like you saw in that example, say, I'm thinking tea time journal, but I'm not wasting the sticker paper, which is the first few pages. There we go. Is how beautiful the file folder actually looks when everything is put in it. I mean, embrace it, man. Embrace it. And you can cover all of it if you want, which is probably what I'm going to do with this one. Stop overdoing it. I can always re-ink. I just re-inked it, or I just inked it because I wanted to see what it looked like. All right. Whoa. Oh, that about. Oh, I probably shouldn't have went off the edge of it there because I forgot this is all going to be covered, but oh well. Oh, so I was talking about sweet tea and regular or not. So my best friend Kim, who is a native of Iowa, moved to, well, first to Tennessee and then to Georgia. And so I went to see her, you know, many times throughout the years. But one of the first times that I went to Georgia, I didn't really think about it, I guess. And we were in Savannah. And we went out to eat at this really nice restaurant. and it was like, when I say really nice, it wasn't fancy, but it was kind of authentic. And I was really excited because whenever I'm anywhere near a border of any ocean, all I eat the entire time that I'm there is seafood. Because, you know, this Iowa girl can't get that kind of goodness. Kind of like, that doesn't fit on there though, but I kind of like the idea of having that kind of show through. How about you guys? You like it? Y'all like it? And I think, well, they were all into this Low Country boil, which, I don't like all the potatoes and stuff. I'm like, just give me some good old Southern seafood. I'm really not particular. And so I'm like, well, I could have an iced tea. I mean, it wasn't too late in the afternoon that I thought I probably wouldn't be able to go to sleep at night. And we were doing touristy things, so I ordered my tea, and we were just visiting. And the tea came, and I was quite thirsty because it was hot, and we were, had been walking for quite a while. And so I just took like a big, it was in a straw, big old sip out of my tea. It was sweet tea. And you know how it is when you think you're going to be drinking one thing, and then your taste buds are kind of like amped up for it, and then it's not that. Oh, it was, I don't know. It was like the worst. And you guys all know, I don't like, sweets just aren't my thing. So I'm like, oh, shoot. I totally forgot that here I am in the South, and I didn't clarify. And unlike us Northerners, they assume you want regular tea unless you tell them you want sweet tea. So, lesson learned. But I do remember that my grandma Rose, she always drank her tea with a ton of sugar in it. And I do remember that I would do the same thing when I would go stay with her, which is kind of funny because I don't like sweets now. But you know how it was when you were a kid. Like, you always want the things that you can't have at home. I know the other thing that my Grandma Rose did, which I think is totally hilarious, and my mom never forgot. I'm easily amused. Is she let us eat raw hot dogs. Now, we as kids thought there was nothing wrong with that, but my mom was like, oh, you've got to be kidding. Oh, man, it was in the 70s and 80s. What didn't kill you made you stronger. Now I think about that, and would I have ever let my kid eat a raw hot dog? Probably not, but I can't say that he or she never did. Just not on my watch. Oh, that cracks me up. There we go. Let's do this one. Can we make? Yeah, we can. But yeah, how about you guys? When you travel to certain parts of the country, are you like, if you travel to the Midwest, are you like, I'm only eating pork and beef? I don't know. And corn and... All right, there we go. We got that. We got that. I love this. I always say my creative studio, which that's not it. Where did this go? Do you guys remember? I have no idea. Oh, it was on the front of the front, right? Somewhere. I'm kind of thinking I might want to leave this blank, and then let's cover this with something. Ooh, you know what we got? Let's see. Let's see, where's a big one? I'm thinking this just might look... This one's pretty big, but that's purples. Well, we're going to leave it out. Oh, here we go. Oh, maybe. Maybe we do this. Let's just start with this one. What am I doing? You know what? Where's my... Oh, goodness. What happened to that? Oh, it's right here, and it's probably... There we go. Time to bring out the big guns. But yeah, if I'm it doesn't matter if I'm on the East Coast or the West Coast. I'm not wasting my time there having a steak. That's for sure. Like halibut. Went in Seattle and oh, nothing greater than that. Big old halibut steak. Yummo. It's kind of funny. I don't know what this is on here, but it looks like it was meant to be. I feel like we should just like embrace it and leave it like that. But let's see what else we can put maybe on here. Maybe behind it. Yep. There we have it. There we go. Come to mama. Oops, I'm ripping something. We got it. We got it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh my goodness. See how simple that is? But how cute. Looks like I just took it off of an old card I found in a musty basement. Superb. Love it. All right, we got a little baby one. What are we going to do with you? When you think about traveling, this little box is not that big. Make a bunch of these things and then just decorate to your heart's delight. What do we got in here? What am I missing here? I don't know about this. These are not looking like, well, what I didn't do, I did not close the office, which is where the dogs can see everything. And if it's not one, it's the other. These are a little... I may be able to make that work. So now everybody, like, the mailman pulls up. Or the... gosh, that almost fits perfectly by itself, but I'm not doing that. Or somebody drops something off at somebody else's house across the street. Or, I mean, just, you name it. Just pick something. If the dogs see it, they will be barking. Wavy. Wavy, wavy. Oh, for the... Oops. I'm really batting about 1,000 here. Well, let's find a little place for you. And you will go here. I might need another piece of pink on the top, but we'll see. I'm taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. But this year creative studio, it deserves a place, you know, on the stage. It's good stuff. Look at, I just happen to have a little rando piece. Just to give it a little something. Something. I'm not sure where I had intended this to go. I really don't. But I know, oh, it kind of looks cute right there, doesn't it? Sure does. Well, that's where we're putting it. So then we got 2 butterflies right there. There we go. Now, all we have left to do are these 2 pieces, which I don't know. Do I want to cover this? I don't think so. I don't think I want to cover the inside. But I think I do want to cover this. So let's see what we got. We got anything that will go vertical. Oh, wait. This will work. Yeah. I think, I'm trying to remember what trip that was. It might have been, well, I've done it several times. But I think it might have been when I went to the Boundary Waters. I took just 1 box, and it was the Your Creative Studio box. And I just used that as my primary supply. We're going to go this way. There we go. Yeah, I think just leaving the inside like that is a good idea. Oh, we can do this. Where's the edge? But do we want to? We'd have to come up. I would like it to be even there. Why not? And then all you'd have to do in the box, all you'd really have to do is stick some glue, some scissors, maybe a small ruler if you wanted to, tear, if you didn't want to bring cutters of any sort. And I don't know. I just have a handy little bag of all my essentials, which you could probably get it to fit in there, and there you have it. I don't know if I told you guys this when I went to Omaha the last time. I bought, where did I buy that? I'm trying to think, so excuse me. It's a scary thing. I'm just thinking about where else I can put these and what I can put. Embroidery. I think I bought a little embroidery kit, and I was like, well, might as well try it. Did I get it out? No. The only thing I worked on was that Shabby Chic journal when I was there. I don't think I worked on anything else. But I had a goal in my brain of when I wanted to have it done. It is now done. I'm going to cut that off. Come on now. There we go. Well, that's not exactly where I wanted it, but it'll work. I really like using these flowers on this. I don't know, what's this great big one? I'm leaving you out there. On the file folder, it's just, Well, thank goodness this is going behind here. I just ripped it off. It just, I don't know. It feels very old postcardy to me with these flowers and papers and just the look at the file folder. And, you know, I didn't really distress these at all. I just put some distress ink around them. But, I mean, I could have torn up the edges and, you know, maybe inked a little bit on it or made it look a lot more vintage had I known that's where I was going to go with this. Cute. I was like, I thought there was an end to that. I think I won't do it today because I'm just using their stuff. But I think adding, oh, wait, adding some labels. I have labels from them. What else do I have? What else do I have? Here's a label. I kind of like the idea of the number 1. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just going to pop it on here. Ooh, and I have an idea for the front too. Just a little something for balance. Now, if I wanted to give this as a folio, I'd need to finish the back side too, but we're not. So there we go. All right, what was my idea? My idea for the front. See, now we can just stick a pocket. Oh, not there. Cute. Teapot back here. I can even put you back here. You can go over here. You fit? Yeah. All right. What was I going to do with you? I feel like one of these pockets facing this way is a must-have. Oh, probably. Oh, that one looks pretty good. Yep, we're going with that. Now, let's put some kind of... Yep. And when I do that, I wonder if, like, look, I'm not using any old book page, which, I mean, that would make it look beautiful too, and, you know, probably really make it pop, but I'm pretending that I'm somewhere where I only have what I have, and it's this wonderful bundle of goodness from your creative studio. Oh, Angela. Okay, they are a little fragile. So you can't, you know, be like a bull in a china shop like I just was. And if you are, you can fix it. Okay, now, I liked that that was like that. But I feel like it needs something else. No. No, definitely not. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I just need to leave well enough alone. See, because that little bow's the way I put that bow, I just don't. Hang on. Oh, you know what I have that I'm curious about? Where is that? Right here. This might be okay. Something on here, but see this? Butterfly. that's not good. Let's do this. I'm doing it. I'm putting it on there. Let's see what else I got. Is there any more? See, that's hard to see. That's the only downside I'd say about this particular one, is you can't tell what you're popping out of here. What's this? No. Here's another butterfly, I think. It's kind of big. I may not like this, but it's gonna, I'm doing it. Now I'm getting desperate. I'm like, how am I gonna fix this? You really can't even tell that's a butterfly now. Whatever. I'm just put it down. And I am going to make this a pocket because, you know, I might have extra pieces left over of other things. And therefore, oh my gosh, my foot has fallen asleep. My leg actually has fallen asleep. Yeah. I'm going to have to put something over this to rectify the fact that those, you can't even tell they're butterflies, but that's okay. There we go. Now we got a little pocket here, a pocket back here. Oh, look, it's even pretty inside. Oh my gosh, that makes it even more special. All right, friends. Well, there you have it. 50 ways to hop on the bus, Gus. 50 ways to use file folders, or 50 different, I don't know if it was 50. I'm making that up. And a little work with the beautiful Your Creative Studio box. I'm glad if you're still here hanging out with me. I'm glad that you did. And until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be. We'll see you soon. Cheers.